What is going on, everybody? I hope you guys are enjoying your Monday and you are killing it in whatever you are doing. Hello to my LinkedIn community, hello to my Instagram community, and hello to my YouTube community, almost most important, last but not least. Hope you guys are doing well on this lovely Monday. I got a hell of a quote for you guys. I feel like I haven't done one of these in a week and a half. I'm sure you guys don't feel the same way, but you guys see me every day posting. Anyway, quote of the day is from the Wolf of Wall Street, Jordan Belfort himself, and that quote is, $1 million ideas are worthless. Let me start over. $1 million ideas are worthless without work ethic. And I think if that quote doesn't sum up Jordan Belfort, I don't know what does. I think that's very accurate, very true, especially with, obviously I can completely relate this to the business field, but I think it's completely true in the business world because, you think how many ideas that run through my mind, run through any entrepreneur's mind on a daily basis, and random stuff that they see, they see problems that they could fix and random stuff that they can make better and improve. But you obviously can't pursue all of those ideas. There's even one guy that I remember reading about in a college entrepreneurship class that thought of so many ideas on a yearly basis. He wrote every single idea down when he thought of one, put it on a sticky note, and had a draw allocated to being the quote-unquote idea draw. And obviously that shows that, and then he would later on in the year go and just read every single idea he had and be like, yo, what was I talking about? What's going on here? What is this? What is that? Bingo, this is an amazing idea. But, I think any seasoned vet, entrepreneur-wise, that you run into and meet, knows that young entrepreneurs, the problems that they encounter is that it's like death by idea, because you have so many and you can't possibly incorporate all of them into your business, and you can't possibly fulfill all of them. You can't have more than 2-3 businesses. Like, how are you going to possibly do that, especially when they're small businesses, since there's so much sweat equity that goes into it? So I think Jordan Belfort here, what he's talking about is that you have to make sure that as much the beginning process of coming up with a business, obviously the idea, but I think what Jordan Belfort is saying here is that you need to put as much effort into coming up with the idea as carrying out the idea. And that is almost never 50-50, because the idea is the fun part. Coming up with how can I fix this? How can I fix that? That's always the fun part. But the work, when you finally run into your first problem, and then that's where the work begins, where you're like, oh my God, I don't know if this idea is possible. That's where it starts. And I think Jordan Belfort obviously knows best here. He's a true entrepreneur, a true salesman, and he sees death by idea on a daily basis because he probably has so many people coming to him with all these outlandish ideas that could somehow fix something in their world, but because they haven't tried to carry it out yet, and they haven't put in the work yet, and the proper work ethic yet, they won't know why it won't work, or they won't know why it's going to be too hard to carry out and why it would take too much to do. And I think that's something that I would go back and tell myself however many years ago, 10 years ago, 8 years ago, whatever it is, that, hey man, you got to make sure you're putting as much effort into carrying out the idea than the actual idea. If I look through all my journals and my notepads and whatever, I have a million ideas, but I only have 5 steps of how to carry it out. And that right there is a problem. And I think that's something that anyone could definitely learn from, just making sure you're basically plotting down the steps that go along with carrying out each idea. So yeah, make sure that work ethic is in check. If we're on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button below and check out my next video. I'll be back tomorrow with the quote of the day, and I got big news coming for Quoted 2.0 in general and for this channel. If you could tag somebody who you think is an idea creator and someone who's really good at coming up with ideas. I'll start down below. All right, peace guys.